Sip Ashok, Sip Sudeep, Sip Samatma, Sip Rumataji, Sip Pankaj, Sip Chidanand, Sip Rekha, Sip Bliss, Sip Rajaratnam, Sip Ashok, Sip Sagai, Sip Eru, Sip Parvatiyama, and the rest of you who are on this call. Welcome. Today is an interesting subject. It's a Friday. I'm supposed to talk to you. And after I talk to you for some time on this subject, then we'll have question answers. So this call itself, the Zoom call, is enlightenment. And today I'm asking you the question, what is enlightenment? We have done some portion of this in the last few months. We have done it, but there can be nothing more important. So this becomes a refresher for all of you, for you to capture, for you to be in that journey, that path. And it's up to us to be able to get to that destination of enlightenment. How are we going to get there, my dear friends? So I'm going to give you the 13-word acronym. If you remember, we had spoken on this acronym, the 13-word acronym on enlightenment. First, we should know the spelling, ENLIGHTMENT, right? We should know the spelling, because if the spelling we don't know, then how can we bring in the light of truth? How can we overcome the darkness of ignorance? People don't understand the simple thing. Enlightenment is self-realization, life realization, God realization. You go and ask somebody, what is self-realization? How many people will be able to answer this? Self-realization. What is self-realization? I don't know. What is life realization? What do you mean by life realization? Come on, enjoy life, be happy. That's all. God realization, I go to temple every day. I go to church. I met a man in the airport today in the bus, and I was trying to talk to him about God. He said, nothing more, Jesus Christ. That's it. Jesus Christ, full stop. There's nothing more to add or minus. Yeah, but do you love Jesus Christ? How do you attain Jesus Christ? How do you get the salvation? No. We have to just pray to the Lord. And if you pray to the Lord, that's it. So, my dear friends, enlightenment. Enlightenment is a subject. And today we are going to have an acronym. To grow in enlightenment, suppose you want enlightenment, because that's what we all want on this call. The essence of this Zoom call every day is enlightenment, enlightenment, enlightenment. ENNLIGHT, light, NENMENT. So last time we did it, but we have improved it, and we want to do it as a rehearsal. So today I am sharing with you, enlightenment is to enlighten, means to bring in light. N, no thought. L, liberation. I, overcoming ignorance with intellect. G, God realization. H, eternal happiness. T, truth. E, ever united in yoga. N, no karma. M, mind, still it, kill it. Ego. E, leave it, let it go. Now, enlightenment is in the now. And how do you do it? With total acceptance and surrender. So if you know it, if you know enlightenment, if you know ENLIGHTENLIGHTENMENT. See, I myself, when last time you all corrected me. No, not 11 letters, 13 letters. And this may become a book. Sometime in life, this may become a book with 13 chapters. The 13 steps to ENLIGHTENMENT. Let us start, my dear friends. Enlighten. To bring in the light. To bring in the light is realization. Knowledge is not realization. Realization comes when you go on a quest. You need a spiritual master. You all know you need magic. Yesterday we spoke about Mumukshutva, ask, GG, Guru, God, ignorance, remove it. And consciousness, you need realization. How many people realize the truth? How many people, my dear friends, reach that state? I'm telling you, 48 years. How many years? 48 years. I did not know the meaning of enlightenment. 48 years. I was relatively intelligent. I was not such a fool. I mean, maybe I've been a little idiot, I was, but I was good enough to make so much money. I was successful, business. But the point is that I did not know the meaning of enlightenment. I did not know that it is an anubhuti. If somebody told me anubhuti, I say, kya bhuti? Kya kaun sa bhuti? Kaisa bhuti? But now the bhajan we said, अनुभूति ये ऐसी हो जाती है, आंखों से कुछ दिखता ना है, महसूस सच हो जाता है, एहसास सच का हो जाता है. You have to be ready for that. You have to be ready for that spark. Spark. इसका कोई परोक्ष नहीं, अंतर ज्ञान यूं ही हो जाता, अनुभूति सच की होती, अपरोक्ष अनुभूति ये है. My dear friends, I'm telling you, we are lucky. We are lucky to meet every day on this call. People, what matters to them is which wine they're drinking today, which lobster they've imported from New Zealand or Australia. You know, just today I was listening to Radha Swami. He was speaking. Somebody told him, what is wrong in eating meat? And he was explaining. He's a very nice gentleman. Radha Swami is a very nice gentleman. Some of their teachings are very good. They're a little extreme, but some of the teachings. So he said, for the sake of your 5 minutes pleasure of your tongue, you are killing. The fish, the chicken, the cow, the pig is being killed for your taste. And you're making your body a graveyard of dead bodies. Why? You're asking why you're doing it. Why you're doing it. I know many of you also are vegetarian. Some of you are non-vegetarian. I don't know. I don't even ask you. Because this, according to me, should come on your own. This realization, nobody should tell you. You should have the compassion. Buddha called it karuna. Right? So enlightenment. Enlightenment is getting that spark. When will you get that spark? E. After E comes N. N means no thoughts. Ting tong, ting tong, ting tong, ting tong. You think it's easy for no thoughts? It's easy to be in the state of consciousness. How many people know the meaning of consciousness? You go and tell the doctor, they'll say, yeah, conscious, subconscious, unconscious. They talk about the subconscious mind and the unconscious mind. No. We are talking of consciousness. How can you be in that state of consciousness? So E, enlighten. Enlighten means E, bring in light, and light, to bring in light, E-N, to enlight, to realize. N, no thoughts. No thoughts means to realize, मन ही खुशियों को चुराता है, दुखी तो मन ही कराता है, खुशियों भरा जग प्रभु का, इसमें इंसान क्यों रोता है, मन ही खुशियों. Who steals our peace? Who steals our happiness? मन. Why? खुशियों के पीछे हम भागते हैं. We are running behind खुशी. We are running behind happiness. इस पल में खुश हम ना रहते हैं, जो खुशी हमें आसानी से मिलती, उसका महत्व ना जानते हैं. We don't understand that happiness is a state of being. We don't realize success is not happiness. Happiness is success. जीने की वजह तो कोई नहीं, मरने का बहाना ढूंढता है. Why are you trying to die in this world of joy? E-N-L. L means liberation. Enlightenment is E and light, to bring in light. N, no thought. L, liberation. Liberation from body, mind, ego, means liberation from triple suffering. Liberation from rebirth. We have to be liberated. There was a very big king. Have I told you the story of this king? I think you may have heard the story, but very big king. The beauty of this king was, anybody comes in front of the king, anybody, whoever comes, first the person must come and do. And sometimes touch the feet of the king. So What happened was one Mahatma Ji came, one Mahatma Ji came and they told the Mahatma Ji, you may be Mahatma, but you have to bow down to the king. So the Mahatma said, okay, I'll bow down. First, let us understand, because the king is the master here, I'm bowing down. Let me ask, king, are you slave of your mind or your mind is your slave? King was an intelligent king. He said, we all are slave of mind. Everybody is slave of mind. But the Mahatma said, you are slave of mind and mind is my slave. You are slave of mind and mind is my slave. Therefore, you are the slave of my slave. Why should I bow down to you? You are the slave of my slave. Why should I bow down to you? So sometimes we learn from these stories, interesting stories we learn, because these teach us. The king is supposed to have learned a lesson. The problem is we are slaves of the mind, of the ego. What's the use of being a king? You may be a king, but if you have no liberation, liberation, the best song I like for liberation is what? उड़ जा रे पंछी पिंजरे से उड़ जा, ये तन है पिंजरा और तू है आत्मा, जीवन का मकसद मुक्ति पाना है, प्रभु को है पाना, हाँ प्रभु को है पाना, ना चाय और coffee पीना. Most people, they say coffee, Starbucks. Let's meet in Starbucks. Okay, I'm not saying don't go to Starbucks. But when you go to Starbucks, don't be a slave of Starbucks. One day Starbucks is not there, you go to CCD. If CCD is not there, you go to Chai Point. You go to Chayos. Huh? Some people, they like to go to Chayos and have samosa matar chaat and kullad chai. So, whatever you have, the point is liberation. E-N-L. L means liberation. Intellect. Intellect will happen only when you overcome ignorance. And when there is no thoughts, when in the consciousness, in I is the state where you are able to live as the intellect and you overcome ignorance. You're able to discriminate. This is part of enlightenment. See, my dear friends, what is my goal today? I'm giving you E-N-L-I. Girish, what are the four we have told, Girish? Enlight, no thought, liberation, intellect. And intellect means what? Use buddhi. Don't be buddhu. Either you can do buddhi kam or buddhu kam. Bliss. Buddhi kam means bliss, intelligent work. And buddhu kam means you are a buddhu, you are a fool. I don't see bliss. I hope bliss is there on the card. So the song says, bliss. In Hindi, bliss they say, जो बुद्धि से नहीं पर जो मन से काम करते लोग उन्हें बुद्धू कहते हैं, सही और गलत का जो भेद भाव ना करते लोग उन्हें बुद्धू कहते हैं. You should be able to know black, white, wrong, right. And this is called E-N-L-I. G, most important, God realization. 99.9% of the people in this world don't know the meaning of God. 99.9%. 99.9 do not know the meaning of God. A God. Immediately, oh God, oh Prabhu, oh God. Who's God? Where is God? What is God? Enlightenment is realizing God is not God. God is Sip. God is Posimon. You go and tell somebody Posimon, they're what mad fellow, what is talking Posimon? We were just now, we are printing the book. Posimon book is going to be uploaded, I think, in a few days. And then in a few weeks, couple of weeks, we'll have printed copy. Today, we just got this copy. We got a new book. It's called Realizations of the Yogi. This book has just come. So it'll be a published, and it's a nice book. It's the entire story of the realization. It's called Realizations of a Yogi. So God realization, ENLIG. What is G? प्रभु पास है, कन कन में है, प्रभु है शक्ति, परम शक्ति वो है, प्रभु है अमर, अनादि वो है, प्रभु है अमर, सर्वशक्ति वो है पास दूर नहीं, प्रभु है शक्ति. That God is that Shakti. Touch here, touch. Heart is beating or no, Samatma? Heart is beating or no, Samatma? Is your heart beating? Or it stopped beating? Huh? Heart is beating. Some people who say heart is beating, they'll say yes. I say what? Heart is beating. They say my heart is beating, keeps on repeating. Arey, tum kya ja? Straight away they go into some other trip. Huh? The world is too lost in the reality to understand. We have to understand. भगवान भगवान नहीं है, सच में तो वो एक शक्ति है. उनका जन्म नहीं होता, ना उनकी मौत होती है. वो तो अनंत अनादि है, वो बेशुमार, वो असीम है. उनसे बड़ी कोई शक्ति नहीं. We are first to celebrate Ram Janmabhoomi, Ram Janma, Krishna Janmashtami. Okay, for children, okay. But as we grow up, we have to grow beyond this. ENLIGH. H means happiness, not pleasure. Eternal happiness. Not happiness from achievement. Not even happiness from fulfillment. Happiness from enlightenment. The ENLIGH. H means that state of eternal happiness. It's called Sat Chit Anand. Satchidanand. Sat ke chit mein jo रहता, आनंदा में रहता. Some people say, if I want to be happy, I need wine. And I say, I don't need wine, I need my divine. Huh? Some people say, I need wine. I say, I need my divine. So we have to understand, सच्चिदानंदा हाल है जो सच के एहसास से होता, आनंदा में रहता, जो सच का चित करता. My dear friends, ENLIGHT. T means truth. Truth. Realize the truth. Arey, wake up, man, wake up. Huh? You say birthday, happy birthday. What birthday? You are immortal soul. You are birthless and deathless. Somebody die, oh, why are you crying? The body will die. You are birthless. You are deathless. God is within. You are the soul, spark of unique life. Everything happens karma. This is the truth about life. But do we realize? Do we realize who we are? Do we realize? ये तन तो पांच तत्वों के बना, ये तन तो नहीं मैं. सोचा मैं मन था पर मन को ढूंढा जब, मन तो कहीं नहीं है. महसूस जब की बारिश की शक्ति, एहसास हुआ कि मैं वही. नेति नेति ये तन नहीं, नेति नेति ये मन नहीं. Tattvamasi मैं वो हूँ. How many people in India know Tattvamasi? Neti Neti. Bridget knows. French girl in Quebec, Canada. Bridget knows. Bridget is promoting Neti Neti in Canada. You go and ask in India in the street, how many people know? Neti Neti. Na what is na Neti Neti? Na not Neti Neti. Na net. People don't understand. ENLIGHT. E. Ever united in yoga. Ever united in yoga. An enlightened being lives in yoga, does not sink in bhoga. He tames the monkey into a monk. No yelling, no yearning. he lives like a yogi. How many of you have experienced living like a yogi? कमल का फूल जैसे, कमल, लोटस, कमल का फूल जैसे झील में ना डूबता है, योगी भी माया में ना डूबता, योग में वो रहता है, मन ना भटकता है, सांस सांस में प्रभु को चाहता, ध्यान में जीता है, भक्ति में जीता है, योग में सदा वो जीता है, प्रभु से नाता ना तोड़ता है, योग में हमेशा वो जीता है, योग में हम always be in yoga. How? Like the moon. Like the moon is always in yoga with the sun. चंदा आसमां में प्रेरित करता है. My dear friends, ENLIGHTEN. N means no karma. Huh? E, ever united in yoga. If you have to be a yogi, no karma. No karma means I have no karma. I have no karma. People cannot understand this. They say, I can't get it. What about all my karma? So many janmas karma, so many sanchita karma. What happened? What happened to my prarabdha karma? All the good, all the bad, all the sins, all I have done. People can't understand how to realize that I am not the one who has the karma. That's why I say, कर्मों से आगे हमें बढ़ना है, जैसे हम करेंगे वैसे हम पाएंगे, मरने के बाद भी जन्म फिर लेंगे, कर्मों के चक्कर से मुक्ति कैसे मिले, कर्मों से मुक्ति पाना है. This is the biggest challenge. Enlightened. Enlightened means E-N, ever united in yoga. N means no karma. Let's see whether we remember. Let's see whether we remember. ENLIGHTEN. Correct? 9. Enlightened. E. N. No thoughts. L. Liberation. I. Intellect. G. God realization. H. Happiness. T. Truth. E. Ever united in yoga. N. No karma. M. Mind. Mind. We must still it, kill it, and realize the soul within. M means mind. Still it, kill it, realize the soul within. Those who make the mind, the shaitan, if you let the shaitan take command, then you lose the Bhagwan. Huh? If you let the devil come, the divine will disappear. So you have to decide what you want. You want the devil or the divine to be in command. If the devil comes, my dear friends, oh my God, if the shaitan comes, then when the Bhagwan is scared, the Bhagwan is inside us, but the shaitan takes over. Huh? So this is a very dangerous thing. There's a song, it's coming to me now. मन के ख्यालों में जो भी डूबा है, संसार की माया में वो तो फंसा है, दुखी होता है. मन को कभी तूने ढूंढा, मन ये कहाँ है, मन तो माया है, ये कभी ना मिलता है. What is the मन? विचारों का गुच्छा, मन जो है ये संसार में हमको मन है डुबाता, मन है डुबाता. The mind is nothing but a bundle of thoughts. It comes. M-E-N-T, ment. Mind, E, ego. Let go of the ego. Let go, there is no ego. You know what is ego? E-G-O, ejects God out. E-G-O means it ejects God out because it says I, me, mine. My dear friends, the biggest challenge in life sometimes is this, to be able to overcome the ego. Not easy, not at all easy. But those who are committed, they are able to let go of the ego. And if you let go of the ego, then you find God. What did my Guruji tell me? One of the best formulas he gave me, man minus ego equals God. God plus ego brings the man. In Ru Mataji's favorite bhajan, I think, she says, प्रभु और अपने बीच है पर्दा, है जो ये अहंकार. Between me and the Lord, there's a parda, there's a veil. What is this veil? The ego, the ahankar. प्रभु और अपने बीच है पर्दा, है जो ये अहंकार. अहंकार को जो छोड़ा, अहंकार को जो छोड़ा, अहंकार को जो छोड़ा, उसको मिल गया भगवान. सांसों की माला में सिमरू मैं पी का नाम. You have to have the divine in your thoughts and in your consciousness. मेरे चित्त में और ख्याल में तुम बस तुम ही हो. सांस जो लेता मैं, हर सांस तुम ही हो. So we have to have that. M-E, mind, kill it. Ego, drop it. N, now. Live in the now. Live in the moment. Enlightened person doesn't worry about yesterday, it's gone. Doesn't worry about tomorrow, not yet born. The enlightened person learns. The good story to learn from Yudhishthira. You heard the story of Yudhishthira? Have you? You'll have heard. Long back we have told about this story, I think. I don't know how many of you remember this story. Yudhishthira, one Swami came to Yudhishthira and said, Sir, Maharaja, my daughter's wedding. So I want help. So Yudhishthira was very busy. He said, come tomorrow. Yudhishthira said, come tomorrow. The priest was very unhappy. What is Raja telling, come tomorrow? Yudhishthira's brother Bhima saw it. Bhima announced, told all the soldiers, beat the drums, beat the drums. They beat the drums only when there's a big victory. So Yudhishthira called Bhima, why are you beating the drums? What happened? Bhim said, my brother, the Raja, he has won over time. Kal par vijay prapt kiya hai. He's saying, telling the Swami, come tomorrow. What's the guarantee Yudhishthira will be there tomorrow? Is there any guarantee Yudhishthira telling the priest, come tomorrow? Yudhishthira immediately realized. He called the Swami and gave him the help immediately. Huh? Kal kare so, aaj kar. Aaj kare so, ab. This is what they say. But what we are saying, if you want enlightenment, learn to live life moment by moment. Because, my dear friends, we don't know this fact. What? आगे भी जाने ना तो, पीछे भी जाने ना तो, जो भी है बस यही एक पल है. सुख शांति की खोज में इंसान परेशान है. इस पल को खोता है, कुछ भी ना पाता है. इस पल में शांति है, इस पल में खुशियां है. जो ये पल खोता है, जीवन गवाता है. ये पल ही अपना है, नहीं खोना है इस पल को, कसम ले ली तू. My dear friends, don't lose the moment. MENT, the last T, total acceptance and surrender. Enlightenment, total acceptance. Let me see how many of you can tell me. I'm going to ask you, how many of you are going to remember how you've written it down? Enlightenment, to live with total acceptance, total surrender. Accept without protest. Surrender in consciousness. Realize it's all ye leela hai maya, kuch bhi sach to na. And how should you live? Total acceptance and surrender means समर्पण करना जीवन जो ये जिसने दिया वही संभालेंगे. जो भी होता उनके हाथों में है, क्यों है डरना, उनकी मर्जी है. छोड़ दे जीवन अपना उनके हाथों में, जिंदगी छोड़ दे. जो होता स्वीकार कर ले, ये लीला तो सब उनकी है. When will we realize, my friends, it's all leela? How does it matter? We are worried about every small matter, small matter, small matter. My dear friends, you're coming on this call every day for enlightenment. You want enlightenment? Today I'm giving you the formula. What is the formula? ENLIGHTENMENT. Enlighten, no thought, liberation, intellect, God realization, happiness, truth, ever united in yoga, no karma, mind, kill it, ego, drop it, live now, total acceptance and surrender. Live in this 13-point formula for enlightenment. Are you seeking enlightenment? Then this is the way. If you don't have realization of truth, self, God, you don't drop karma, you don't drop ego, you don't let go of the mind, you don't live now in bliss, how will you live in consciousness? How will you activate the intellect? How will you ever be united with the divine? What is enlightenment? Enlightenment, we will text the formula after question answers in a few minutes. What is enlightenment? It's a formula. It is a 13-letter formula. So I want you to know it, and I want you to memorize it, and I want you to make it real in your life. Next week, I hope to speak on the topic, the 3 peaks of happiness. Everybody is seeking happiness. I wrote a book about it in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 5 years back, I wrote this book, the 3 peaks of happiness. Now we are writing a new book, second edition of this, 3 peaks of happiness. So we are going to talk next Friday, God willing. Hopefully SIP will give me the energy to speak on this next Friday. But now, Administrator, can we let the team let me first ask you the question. How many of you know the formula? Let me see how many champions are there? Spiritual champions, right? I want to know how many know by heart. And then we will get into the discussion.
Guruji, Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Guruji, first letter I was not able to understand. To bring light.
Light, bring in light. To realize. Yes. To bring in light, so matlab to switch on the light. Switch on the light, which means realization.
So first is E, to bring light. Second is N, no thought. Third is liberation from rebirth. I is intellect. G is God realization. H is happiness. T is truth. E is ever united in yoga. N is no karma. M means still the mind, kill the mind, let's the mind. E is ego, let it go. N is now. And T is total surrender and acceptance.
Look at Ru Mataji, the senior most person in our group, and she is so thorough. First, she broke the. See, this is showing commitment. This is showing commitment to enlightenment. Very, very important. But I want to all to repeat. Each one will tell in your own way. If Ru Mataji told in her style. Thank you, Ru Mataji. You have given some spark to this question and answer session. Thank you. Who's going to go next? Come on. Who knows it? And then you can also ask questions. There are 2 things. Either you can ask any question or you can tell me the formula. What do you want to do? Come on.
Can I try, sir?
Yes, Samatma, please.
First, E is enlighten, that is bringing in the light or switch on the light within.
Yes.
N is absolutely no thought, thoughtless.
Yes.
Then liberation from the crippled suffering.
Yes.
I is overcoming ignorance with your intellect.
Very good.
E is God realization.
Yes.
H eternal happiness.
Good.
T is realize the truth.
Yes.
E is ever united in yoga.
Good.
N is no karma.
Very good.
M is still or kill your mind.
Good.
E is kill your ego.
Very good.
Let go of your own ego.
Very
live
good.
in this moment. Always
Now.
Live in the now.
Good.
And T is totally surrender.
Excellent.
Accept.
See, you look at this, how people are able to remember. What is my goal? My goal is to help you reach yours. My goal is to help you to reach your goal of enlightenment. Today I'm giving you a formula. Ru Mataji knows it. Samatma knows it. Who else knows it? Who else will come forward and who others who have any other question in the group?
Shivoham,
No,
sir.
no. Shivoham, bolo.
Can I try, sir?
Yes, please. I'm waiting for you.
E is enlightened.
Yeah.
N is no thought.
Yes.
L is liberation from
Yeah.
triple suffering.
Yeah.
I is intellect.
Yes.
G is God realization.
Yes.
H is happiness.
Yes.
T is truth.
Yes.
E is ever united
Yes.
in yoga.
Yes.
N is no karma.
Good.
M is mind. Till
Yes.
the mind. E is
Yes.
ego.
Yes.
N is live in now.
Good.
T is total acceptance and surrender.
Excellent. Excellent. See, let me tell you one thing. If you are able to conquer these 13 steps, if you are able to walk these 13 steps every day, you are sure to be enlightened. You're sure to be enlightened. Yes, Ru, bataiye. Unmute, unmute.
Shivoham, Guruji.
Shivoham.
Guruji, E is to bring light.
Yes,
N, no thoughts. You have
Yes.
to still the mind.
yes,
L is liberation from rebirth, triple suffering.
yes,
I is intellect to remove ignorance.
yes.
E is God realization,
Good,
SIP realization.
good,
And H is happiness, that is
Good.
eternal.
good,
Truth. E is
Good.
ever united in yoga.
good,
N is no karma.
good,
M is mind still,
Good.
it by killing it,
yes,
cremating it,
yes,
which is very difficult.
yes,
E, ego, let it go. N,
Yes.
now. T,
yes.
total surrender and acceptance.
Excellent. Excellent. 4 ladies have already come on the line. We have 4 ladies who have come 1, 2, 3, 4. Ru Mataji, Samatma, and then Yogini and Ru. So who's going next? Don't think it's a waste of time. Don't think each time somebody is telling you it's getting recorded in your subconscious. It's getting recorded in your memory. So it's good. Keep on repeating. Who else wants to go?
Guruji, I have one doubt.
Yes, please.
Why no karma?
Because if you have karma, then you cannot get enlightened. Because karma is done by the body, mind, and ego. You're not the body, mind, and ego. You are the divine instrument. You must transcend karma. If some people are trying to do good karma, then they will come back. There's no enlightenment. There's no liberation. We must not do good
Thank
karma. We must do God karma. There's difference between good karma and God karma. You understand? Good karma means G-O-O-D, good karma. We'll come back. God karma means we won't come back because we are doing karma for God. So there's a new thing I'm teaching you today. Don't do good karma, do God karma. Come on, who's going next?
So that means whatever karma we are doing, we are not doing, God is doing.
Krishna Arpanam. I surrender all action to you. मुझे कर्म की कोई फल की इच्छा नहीं है. कर्म करो, फल की इच्छा मत करो. Huh? People quote Gita like they can quote Gita better than they can quote their mother and father's name. But what is in the Gita, they don't understand. What is to be learned from the Gita, people don't understand. They will come and say the soul will be transmigrated and the soul will be reborn. No, never. Krishna never told like that. But it is interpreted like that. Okay, next. Who is going to go next? Come on. Who else remembers? Only 4 people remember. Only 4. What is this? Out of 50 people, 4 remember. Who's going next?
Bring in your own light, apodipo bhava.
Very
no
good.
Thought, liberation, intellect, God realization, happiness, Satchitananda. Realize the truth. Be in yoga, ever united with the God. No good karma, full God karma. Mind, still, kill and cremate it. Ego, let go of the ego. Then now live in this moment. Then T, surrender and acceptance.
Total surrender. First man came out of four. After four ladies, one man. Huh? Four women, now one man. So we got 4:1. No, I'm just joking. There's no male. In enlightenment, there's no difference between male and female. So first I told yogini, you can say yogini. Yogini or yogi makes no difference. The soul has no gender. The soul is not a male or female, but the body is. So it's okay to say yogini, nothing wrong. Just telling you, there is no gender to the soul. The Atma is genderless. Okay, anybody has any questions, or you want to take up this challenge to remember to tell these 13 points? It's always good to tell these 13 points, means everybody knows you are serious about enlightenment. Who wants to go next? Either question or this. One of the two you do. Either ask a question or give the 13 points. Come on.
So can I ask something?
Yes, you can.
And no thought
Yeah.
and liberation in
Yeah.
triple suffering. These two are the real difficulties which I cannot cross still. So
No thought and liberation from suffering, right?
because thought is there all the time. How to get rid of that mind? Okay, you're
Still-
saying spill it, kill it. It is a phoenix, it will come back. But when it comes back, it's coming back with full force. And then it's darkness.
So you have to use some methods. The method may be silence. The method may be karma yoga. The method may be bhakti yoga. The method may be jnana yoga. So suppose you're in this call for 30 to 40 minutes every day. Still is your mind troubling you during this call?
No, in this call, no.
Because your
Nothing.
mind has conquered, because your consciousness has conquered the mind in Zoom call 40 minutes. So how can you continue this experience of Satchidanand? How can you be in that state of thoughtlessness, of consciousness? Practice, find a way. Maybe it is bhajan, maybe it is seva, maybe it is jnana, maybe it is prema yoga. I don't know what
Yes, sir.
method you find, but find a method. Because if the mind takes over, you're finished. You're finished. Thoughts come uninvited. They don't
Yes.
knock at the door. They come inside and they push you on the floor. Push them out and shut the door. Thoughts don't knock at the door. Thoughts come. Dishum, 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 dishum. You know, intelligent people become, super intelligent people become fools. With the shaitan mind coming in, intelligent people, very intelligent people, they lose their intellect. They lose, what they say in Hindi, santulan kho baitha. They lose their ability to discriminate. And that's how the suffering starts, Yogini. The suffering, if you're in consciousness, there's no suffering. Liberation comes when you're free from the mind, liberation comes. So concentrate on them. If this is the problem, then focus on mind. Focus on conquering the mind. Don't focus on the mind, but focus on being mindless, thoughtless, conscious. Rekha Parvan.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
Shivoham AiR
Shivam, Rekha.
is switch on the light.
Yes.
Thoughts kill your mind.
Yeah.
Liberation from body, mind, and ego. And
Yes.
eyes use your intellect to.
Yeah.
And then G is grace of God.
God realization. Yes.
Grace of God. God realization and the grace of God. So that we are able to realize it. And then happiness. H is happiness.
Yes.
This I am sip.
Huh?
The truth is I am
Truth.
sip.
Truth, I am sick.
And then it's the mind, kill the mind.
No. E.
E, eternal bliss.
No. E-N. E
E,
is ever united in yoga.
yoga with God. Yes. And then it is
N?
M is kill the mind.
No, N, E-N. Ever united in yoga, then N?
And no, live in the now.
No karma. Now comes later.
Okay.
no karma. Then
Hmm.
M is mind. After M, mind,
Till the mind, till
E,
the mind, eternal peace.
E.
E is, I said, eternal peace.
No,
B,
it's drop the ego.
okay. Till
N,
the
N is now comes now. N,
and total
and T.
surrender.
Total. So, you know what I want all of you to do, since
Hmm.
I found Rekha getting a little lost, just read one word. E, enlight. N, no thought. No. L, liberation. I, intellect. G, God. H, happiness. T,
Truth.
truth. E, ever united. N, no karma. M, mind. E, ego. N, now. T,
No.
total.
Surrender.
If you only register 13 words, try to remember 13 words. Just 13 words. Don't try to remember too much. Just 13 words. Enlighten. No thought. Liberation. Intellect. God. Happiness. Truth. Ever united. No karma. Mind. Ego. Now. Total. Is it difficult to remember 13 words?
Hmm. I have a question here.
Yes, please.
It's like this, when I say Prabhu मैं चाहूँ तेरी कृपा कि जग में जो मैं जीता,
So,
then it is like who is this मैं? It's like the Jivatma, right?
yeah, yeah,
Jivatma is asking this question.
yes,
He's telling he wants the grace.
yes. To be able to be liberated, to be able to be enlightened,
Yes.
to be able to become a Jivan Mukta.
Mm.
Who's praying? The Jivatma. Who is suffering? The Jivatma. Who wants
Jivatma.
liberation? The Jivatma.
Jivatma.
We had this question a few days back. Everything is answer was Jivatma, 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 Jiva. Who suffers? The Jivatma. Who is
Jivatma.
enlightened? The Jivatma. Who has God within? The Jivatma.
Jivatma.
And we are wasting this Jivatma's life.
Yes.
We are wasting. We are completely wasting this life. Okay, so we should not waste. Okay, 10 more minutes. Today we are closing at 8:30. So we have about 3 or 4 more questions. Rohit, yes, Rohit.
Yeah, Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
So should I say the 13 or?
Yeah, please say. Yeah, you must say. Let me tell you, if anybody in this call knows it and you're not telling it, you're doing disservice to yourself.
Yeah.
Because that means tomorrow you don't remember whether you know it or you don't know it. If anybody knows in this call, please say it. Please say it. I'm folding hands and telling, please say it. Everybody, say quickly, but say it. Bolo, Rohit, come on.
Yeah, E, enter in the light.
Enlighten, yes.
Enlighten. N, no thoughts.
Yes.
L, liberation from triple suffering.
Good.
I is intellect.
Good.
G is God realization.
Good.
H is happiness.
Very good.
T is truth that I am
Yes.
SIP.
Yes.
E is ever united.
Very good.
N is no karma.
Very good.
M is no mind.
Good.
E is end of ego.
Yes.
N being now.
Good.
And T is total surrender.
Excellent. See, Rohit,
no
by you
rejection.
telling this, what have you told yourself? What have you told your mind and your consciousness that I know the 13 points? Tomorrow your mind cannot trick you. Tomorrow your mind cannot come and tell you, no, Rohit, you don't know. You did not tell the 13 points. No, I told in front of the whole Zoom call, I told everybody, I know the 13 points. Whether you told by reading it out, whether you told it from memory, whether you told it in, you know it, you say it, very important. Okay, Rohit?
Yes, thank you.
Chidanand, thank you. Chidanand?
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
E is enlightened,
Yes,
enlight. N is no thought.
Yeah.
L is liberation.
Yes.
I is intellect to remove
Yes.
the ignorance.
Yes.
G is see God everywhere.
Yes.
H is happiness.
Yes.
T is truth realization.
Yes.
E is be ever united with the divine
Very
in
good.
yoga.
Yeah.
N is no karma.
Yes.
M is still the mind, kill the
Yes.
mind.
Yes.
E is drop the ego.
Yes.
N is live in the now.
Correct.
And T is live in total acceptance and
Excellent.
surrender.
Excellent. Excellent. See, we must, and I'm telling you, when we are listening to 10, 15 people telling the same thing, even after 10 years, you will not forget. Even after 10 years, it's just like saying Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his town, and Jill came tumbling after. When did I learn this? I learned this 50 years back. But the teacher went on telling every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. How can you forget it? You cannot forget it. So who's going next? Who is going next? Come on. Or question. Question. Either you give the question or you give the answer. Answer means 13 points. Or you ask a question. 6 minutes to go. After 6 minutes, don't tell me now I want to answer. Huh? When I shut the call door, many people, as soon as I start shutting, okay, now namaste, I am folding my hand. And I say, I want to ask question now. Come on. Who wants to say now, question or answer? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Mrs. Mirchandani, are you trying to repeat it again and again? Mrs. Mirchandani, are you trying? How do you unmute? You want to unmute and speak? You have never spoken. So would you like to try? Yeah, but Mrs. Mirchandani has to unmute. Somebody there to help you to unmute? I don't know whether she's trying to unmute or not. Okay, Bliko, come on, Bliko. If Mrs. Mirchandani, yes, please. Mrs. Mirchandani, please give us your answer. Mrs. Mirchandani, we can't hear you.
Oh, not today.
Not today. Okay, okay. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Mirchandani. Thank you. Bliko?
So, Shivam.
Shivam, sir.
I will just read out because I cannot. Okay. So
yes,
E is for enlightenment.
Yes.
Eternal happiness, you can say. N is now moment, live moment by moment. N is liberation from suffering. I is ignorance, removal ignorance. G is God everywhere, realize that. H is heavenly bliss. And T is truth, realize. E is ever united with divine. And no thoughts in consciousness. M, mind cannot find. So E, eradicate ego. N is no karma, and P is total surrender and acceptance. And now I will ask question.
Okay, yes, ask question. You've given us done a milkshake and given to us, but ask your question.
So the main question in all of our call is about mind.
Yes.
And like you said, mind, catch it, let it, and shut the door, and all these things.
Yes.
I was thinking one. What do you call one example like that? Like if you consider mind as a spark in a go down of cotton. So when this you light up a little bit in a go down of cotton, it will start burning, right?
Yes.
So any thought comes as a seed form or like a spark, and it will start growing, and when the fire becomes uncontrollable, you try to control it, which is impossible because the mind will drag you out. The whole fire will blow you out. So the technique should be how to catch it when it starts like a fire in the beginning of the any thought. Then only you can control. Why you cannot shut the door when everything is burning, like your mind is blown away, you are already dragged away, and then now you're going to control, and you will say, oh, I failed to control.
As you are talking, people are saying we wish we can do it. People are telling, oh, Brico, we wish we can do it. but we can't do it. Is it easy to do?
So we have to
Biko?
catch. No, I want to know you from you that how to catch that the moment when it's, because you are in consciousness right
moment.
now, right?
No, every moment is that moment.
Correct.
Every moment is
but-
that moment. The moment you let the thought, the moment in thought you are caught. If you are caught in thought, you lose your peace of mind. You
Yeah, but
cannot be caught.
every moment, how you cut that things.
Bliko, thought will
Yes.
come.
Yeah,
Thoughts
that is
will come.
definitely.
You cannot stop the thoughts from coming.
Yeah.
But you can do. Have you played passing the parcel? When the parcel comes, Bliko, if you hold the
Yes.
parcel, what happens? Then you get the punishment. If the parcel comes, oh, now you have to sing a song because the
Yeah.
music stopped. You have to sing
Yeah.
the song. The moment the parcel comes, what do? We pass it.
Just pass it on. Pass it on. Yeah.
Don't let the thought remain. Don't let the thought remain. Bliko, the thought will come. You cannot stop the thought from coming. But the moment it comes, you watch it. You watch it. You catch it. You latch it. You still the mind. You kill the mind. You be in a state of consciousness. You engage the mind. You do something else. See, we have made this new game. We have made this new game. This game is what's it called? Labyrinth. Labyrinth maze. So we made this game to tell people how to find peace of mind. This is called how to find peace. We have to give people, so you're busy trying to put the balls in the hole center. The mind is still. So, Bliko, this is the challenge. But many people, they think the mind is king. Many people think mind is king when in reality it's the cause of all their suffering. Huh? Mind is not king. It is the cause of suffering. But we think it is king. So, Bliko, don't think that only that spark, what Bliko is thinking, okay, the mind thought came, I caught it, the spark, the cotton factory, the thought is gone. No, Bliko is gone to sleep on the cotton. Bliko, the moment you sleep on the cotton, the next fire starts.
Yes.
You agree or don't agree?
Yeah, agree. And like I said, you can take an example like your servant has to obey your order.
Ah, good.
Right?
Now you're talking.
And now your servant start ordering you, and you think, okay, let me do it. And then
Good.
your servant become your boss.
Good. Now you have said a very good analogy. Don't let the servant become, your mind is your servant. You're making the servant your boss. The servant will tell you, Abhi jhadu lagao, khana banao, chalo mujhe khana hai. Will you listen to the servant? But you're listening to the mind. Hello? You're listening to the mind. Bliko. You're listening to the servant. Servant has become the boss. Servant is saying, chalo, jaldi khana, jaldi banao, bhuk laga hai. Yes, sir. Servant ko bitha diya table pe. Khana khilane ke liye. Okay, Saurabh is first time I'm seeing Saurabh ask a question. Yes, Saurabh. Are you new to the call?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
So I want to answer. E is enlightened.
Yes.
N is no thoughts.
Yes.
L is liberation.
Yes.
I is intellect.
Yes.
G is God is realization.
Very good.
H is happiness.
Very good.
T is truth realization.
Yes.
E is ever united.
Very good.
N is no karma.
Very good.
M is mind.
Yes.
E is ego.
Yes.
N is now.
Yes.
And T is total acceptance and surrender.
Very good. How come you joined this call? How did you come to this call, Saurabh? First time you're coming or?
Yes, sir. First time.
Who invited you to join?
Actually, I was I connected through Instagram long back.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, we are happy to have you. Please join on Zoom whenever you can. And we
Yes,
are
sir.
happy to have you. I'm happy you remembered the 13 points. I'm very happy for a newcomer to remember it. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Any questions, sir?
No, sir. I wanted to answer.
Thank you. Rekha Saroj. Yes, Rekha.
Shivam AiR.
Shivam.
I'm going to say these 13 points again.
Okay.
Enlightenment.
Yes.
No thoughts.
Yes.
Liberation.
Yes.
Intellect.
Yes.
God realization.
Yes.
Happiness.
Yes.
Truth of self-realization.
Yes.
ever united. With
Yes.
SIP, no
Yes.
karma.
Yes.
Mind we have to kill.
Yes.
Ego let go.
Yes.
And live in the now.
Yes.
Total surrender and acceptance.
Okay, perfect. So this time Rekha got it 100% perfect. Last time was 95% perfect. But she wanted to make sure she's 100%. Congrats. Thank you, Rekha. Saroj, Dr. Saroj, can we help you with the question or you are repeating the points?
So repeating the point, actually, this is my only second class I'm attending.
Okay,
so
very good.
I want to understand deeply these points. So yes, I attended only last week Friday.
Okay. But you know the points? You know the 13 points?
Yes, I know point. Only just in this class, 15 minutes class I have attended, and I recollect all the points. Just I want to say, repeat.
Okay, please say Saroj. Please say, Doctor.
Yeah, E for enlightened.
Yes.
And for no thoughts, L for
Yes.
liberation of thoughts,
Yes.
I for intellect,
Yes.
G for God realization, H
Yes.
happiness,
Yes.
T self-realization, E ever united, and
Yeah.
no karma, M
Yeah.
mind,
Yeah.
E for ego,
Yeah.
and now total acceptance, total surrender. No, sorry, and N is now,
Yeah.
and T last is total acceptance and surrender to the God.
Excellent. Very good. See, what you all have done by repeating all this, you have taught me, I know by heart. Because you all have repeated, I have learned by heart. Otherwise, I did not know it. Now you have taught me by repeating so many times. Thank you, thank you, Dr. Saroj. So you also should, all the people who are coming to you, I think you said you're a physiotherapist. Am I right? If my memory is not wrong?
Yes, sir. Sir, one question. Sir, your class Monday to Sunday, every day it's 7:30 to 8:30?
Every day, 8 o'clock. Only Friday, 7:30.
Okay.
Friday, ask AiR every day at 8. Friday, we have an extra talk at 7:30. Today's topic was enlightenment. Every Friday, we have an extra topic.
So it is 8 to 8:30.
Every day, 8 to 8. All days. No stopping.
Yes, once link is shared by your team, so the link will be same, sir.
Same link. No changing the link. Same link every day.
And second question, sir, I haven't actually I learn all the points, but deeply I don't know it's literature, so I have missed actually your lecture. I didn't know about it.
So please join. Every day you come, every day you ask a question, every day you can learn something.
But in next day will be your next topic, na? Enlightenment.
You can ask any topic. You can ask any topic to learn. Wherever you have a question, you can ask.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Any subject of life, enlightenment, God, spirituality, moksha, nirvana, problems, suffering, happiness, any question on the subject you can ask.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Anybody else before we close? We have got 2-3 minutes to close. Anybody? Anybody? Okay. So, my dear friends.
Shivam,
yes, Shivam. Bolo.
Tell you something.
Yes.
That if you as are a great guru, because because you made it so simple for us, and if we don't get enlightened, then it is very bad for us. Because you studied so much and you had 25 years to get this part, and you are making it so simple for us. I really pray, and we should have your grace and God's grace. We should get enlightened here.
See, Rekha, God's grace is upon everybody. Prabhu ki kripa har ek ke upar hai. It's like the sunshine is on everybody. But if you're hiding inside your room, then you can say there's no sunshine. Sunshine is on everybody. Come out into the sunshine. Sunshine is on everybody. And a spiritual master is always available to you. A spiritual master is on the path. If you are walking on the path with commitment, with devotion, with dedication, you will meet the master. I also met a master, right? So we all will meet a master. The master is a guru. He takes us from good to ru, from darkness to light. That's all it needs, nothing else. No fancy tricks, no fancy costumes, no long hair, long beard, no mantras, no scriptures. Nothing is needed. We need sincerity of purpose. We need commitment. We must make enlightenment a priority of our lives. We must have strong yearning for God.
Yes.
So this is then the kripa will come. Prabhu
Yes.
teri kripa hai ke jag mein jeeta main, kripa bin main mar jata. So you have to be able to realize that I
Yes.
do nothing. The Lord does everything.
Everything.
Okay. So my
Thank
dear
you.
friends, I hope all of you have captured this 13-point enlightenment. We will be back every day at 8 with question answers. And as I told you, every day, please ask questions. Ask, investigate and realize the truth. Because if you don't ask, then you will not investigate and you will not realize the truth. With folded hands, I bow down and thank you for your presence.